It's a big deal to me if you don't know. Now you know I'ma change your life. Just put your hands in the air.
What's up, Kansas City? This is Tiffany Berry, and today I have a very special guest with me today. We have Mr. Ash R. Allee. How you doing today, Ash?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, no, we thank you for coming to visit Cascade. We really appreciate it. So if you don't mind telling our audience, who are you? What do you do? Just a little insight of who you are.
Yeah, for sure. I am a social worker, and I have my master's degree. I work a couple different jobs, but right now I primarily work with HIV positive individuals, and I connect them to services, just different medical services. And I also work with homeless youth a little bit. And in addition to that, I do some organizing in Kansas City. I'm on an LGBT youth provider committee. So that's pretty cool. I also dip into the music and the poetry scene in Kansas City
that.
a little bit. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's awesome. Now, one thing that you just said, you said you work with HIV, people who have HIV and things like that. Now, recently, Charlie Sheen just came out and told us that, he had HIV for over 4 years. How important, would you say that it is to keep yourself checked up, or how important it is to keep yourself just letting yourself know that you're okay? How important is that?
For sure, absolutely. It's like super important. It's really easy nowadays to just go and get a free test. We have a couple of places in Kansas City. You can go to the health department. You can go to Casey Care Clinic, Good Samaritan Project for free a couple days a week and just get a quick prick in your finger, and 10 minutes later you can know your status. And we've come so far with HIV in the last decade, so as long as people are on medication and taking it every day, you're going to live a full, healthy life. It's people that just choose not to get tested and don't know their status, and that's when problems start to happen.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now, Ash, I've seen you at the Arts Bar. I follow you on Facebook. Yeah. I see that you're into a lot of different things. One thing that I want to touch on is the LGBT community. Tell us a little bit about that, and once you're done explaining that, just tell us a little bit more in depth about you. I don't want to spoil the thing, but just tell us about you.
So the LGBT community is the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, alphabet soup community, basically. And I'm a part of that community. I actually identify as a transgender man, and I also identify as gender queer. So, and then there's many other identities with that, like sexual orientation-wise and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And now you're actually in the stages of your transition, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So what I want to know is, because you really touched me in a different kind of way, by me following you on Facebook, by me knowing your story from being at the Arts Bar and things like that. You're actually transitioning. So what I want to know is, and what I want the audience to know is, how emotionally and mentally, how hard was that for you?
Definitely still is difficult.
Absolutely.
Transition is such a complex concept, really, because there's so many different levels of it. Like, you have socially, you have physically, you have emotionally, spiritually. Like, there's all different dynamics that go into that. So, it's just like a huge thing to talk about. But basically, when transition looks different based on who you are.
Right.
Like, whoever you are, wherever you're at in your life. If you're transgender and you're choosing to transition physically, that comes with a whole plethora of different things. Like, you can choose to go on hormones, you can choose to have certain surgeries.
Right.
And then the emotional aspect of it, like, is just every single day dealing with how you identify, how other people look at you, and what they put onto you and stuff like that. So there's a lot that goes into it.
Absolutely. Now, I know that sometimes a lot of people have a backlash about stuff like that, but who cares? You're becoming who you are, and I admire that about you. Now, as far as we talked about the hardships, but who or what have you found out about yourself within your transition?
Oh, so many things. Found out how resilient I am capable of being, really, and just how much. How important it is to really follow your truth, and how once you really let go of what other people think and you pursue that, how much life opens up to you.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, you also work with the youth in the LGBT community.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, I know you have an effect on them, but working with the youth, do you see yourself in these kids?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've just always had a passion for young people. Just talking about the resiliency thing, like young people are so resilient.
They are.
It's just such a prime time where so much is going on.
Right.
And then just to add, that other aspect onto it by being LGBT and being a young person, it's like there's so many different things going on in someone's life at that point. And it's, I definitely relate a lot to their stories. I also get really inspired by LGBT young people and just. So many of them are dealing with so many issues like homelessness, substance use, just like being kicked out of their families and their inner circles and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe, like, with the youth, especially with the LGBT community, it's a lot to come out with, and it's a lot to accept within yourself, and it's a lot to consider what other people think about you. So with that being said, I want to give you kudos for not only inspiring me to be who I am, but also for inspiring the youth, for inspiring those who follow you on Facebook, for those who are just watching you. It's more than just your transition. It's courage. It's the mental capabilities. It's your strength. It's a lot of different things. It's learning who you are and accepting who you are. And we thank you for doing that. I thank you, at least.
Thank you.
Now, if there was, I know you work with the youth, but if there was someone that you came across that didn't know how to tell their family or didn't know how to tell their friends that maybe they wanted to transition or even come out for that matter, what would you say to them?
Basically, I would just say that it's really important to there's oftentimes a lot of pressure put on people to come out, like, oh, just come out, things will be okay, things will be better for you, whatever, it doesn't matter what people think, but there are very legitimate reasons for not wanting to come out.
Right.
Safety, just mental capacity, emotional stability, stuff like that. So I would really encourage people to look at themselves and really be okay with the decision that they're making. And once you are okay with that, that is the biggest thing. Then look at your support system around you and look at the people that are in your life that would be able to help you get through that, because you need other people in your life.
Okay, sure. Absolutely. And before we end, if someone wants to contact you with the organization or the youth organization or even your workshops, how would we contact you?
The easiest way to get a hold of me is actually through my music page.
Okay, and what's your music page?
It's Ash R. Allee Music.
Okay, and that's ASH
R. ALLEE Music.
Awesome, thank you so much. Now, if you want to contact Ash, please hit him up where he with the music page that he just provided. Also, if you want to see more videos, check us out at whatsupkansascity.net. And remember, if you don't grind, you won't shine. If you don't work, you won't eat. So make it make sense, Kansas City.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.